Facebook. What's going on? Matthew Loop here, best-selling author of Social Media Made Me Rich. Here's how it can do the same for you. Coming at you today on this lovely Friday, and I wanted to share a powerful tip and give you some insight as to how to rank your Google Maps listing higher. Doesn't matter what type of business or practice that you have. In terms of local marketing, any brick and mortar small business, this is kind of like the most valuable real estate on Google, period. And when you dial in all of these factors, you're going to rank really high. And to give you just an indicator of how prosperous this can be for any business or practice, I distinctly remember working with a client not too long ago, was collecting about $12,000 per month, doing pretty well in practice. And then this was before he ranked on the first page for his keywords for chiropractor in his city on the Maps listing. Well, we did some work together, including implementing this particular factor I'm going to share with you today. And then he shot up to 8 to 10 new patients per week in addition to what he was already doing, which turned out to be around $29,000 per month in collections. So he, over doubled his collections just with this one Maps strategy. So this can be very lucrative to your business, to your practice, but it's also a way to garner more visibility, more trust. If you're going to play the game, let's play it the right way. So here it is. Well, actually, let me say hello to these people. Who do we have on today? Jake, Holly, Kim, Elaine, Chance. Hey, what's up, guys? If you find this content valuable, show some love, click the like button below. So the ranking factor that's highly overlooked by many professionals, business owners, and doctors is this: activity to your Google Maps listing. And more specifically, what I'm referring to is number one, responding to your reviews. It's one thing if people give you quality reviews, but you need to engage and respond to those reviews. That's one thing. The number two activity factor is uploading images regularly to your Maps listing. Maybe you upload 2 or 3 images per week to your Google Maps listing. And by the way, when I say Google Maps, I'm referring to Google My Business, Google Plus Local, Google Places, whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing. So I'm referring to all of those things. Activity, number one, like I mentioned before, we have responses to reviews. Number two, we have uploading photos and images. And number three, and this is a big deal, update and post on your Google Plus page that's associated with that Maps listing. Now, here's the reality. No one uses Google Plus. I mean, not even the tech geeks use Google Plus anymore. It's a ghost town. However, Google still gives priority and ranks pages, Google Maps listings, Google My Business listings. They rank those listings higher, the ones that typically update their Google Maps listings on a regular basis. So if you dial all those three factors in terms of activity, in conjunction with many things that I've spoken about in the past in terms of ranking factors, 9 times out of 10, you will rank in that top 3 pack when somebody searches your specialty and then their city. So if you're a chiropractor in Atlanta, Atlanta chiropractor, Atlanta chiropractic office. This works like clockwork, but it's an overlooked factor that so many people completely miss the boat. Implement that today. Now, if you need additional help, I have an entire training about this in Social Media Elite, which is my flagship training for chiropractors and other business owners, and you can learn more about that at dcincome.com/go, because there are other ranking factors. Drew asks, is it ever too late to respond to a review? Absolutely not. No, you want to respond. You don't even need to respond to every single review, but just respond on a somewhat regular basis. Now, well, actually, if it's 2 or 3 years old, and I mean, you could still say thank you. There's nothing wrong with that at all, and that person will get a notification that you said thank you for the kind feedback, and that might even inspire them to come back in the office for a maintenance adjustment if it's been a while. So that's a great question, actually. Walter, hey, what's up? Iman, David, Bradley, what's going on, guys? Hey, if you like this content, thumb it up. Show some love, share it with a chiropractor or business owner you feel could benefit from this information. But that is one of the main ranking factors this year and beyond. Activity to the listing, which comprises of updating your actual Google Plus profile that's associated with that Maps listing, 2, responding to reviews, and 3, uploading images and content to your maps listing itself. So make sure you watch this video again if you're just tuning in right now. That's a great question, Stephen. He asks, if doing an exclusive house call practice, what do you recommend? I still recommend you having a Google Maps listing. So you've got to have some location where you can at least have this listing. It's so valuable and it's free. It doesn't cost you anything. Now, I don't know if Google actually allows a P.O. box for those listings. They might. And if that's the case, that could be a very simple solution. Nonetheless, it gives us a way to feature our feedback. Even if you're doing house calls, you're still going to get testimonials and feedback from people that you've taken care of. This is a big deal. The number one reason why people don't believe you online in anything, or I'm sorry, I should say, I just gave it away, but the reason why people don't buy from you online in anything is because they don't believe you. So we're always trying to get that social proof, those feedback, testimonials, etc. So Walter asks, how valuable is the new post feature on Google My Business? How valuable is it? Still too early to tell. Again, we don't know how much weight that it gives, but I will tell you, Google, anytime they introduce a new feature, they're going to place a certain amount of weight on it. Better to get in the game than to sit out on the sidelines. All right. Drew says, yeah, UPS offers real addresses, P.O. boxes around here at least. Yeah, that's true. UPS does. So that's something you might consider, going back to the house call question. Anyway, just wanted to share this with you. Implement it immediately. And like I said, if you need additional help and more training, check out dcincome.com/go. That's where my flagship social media elite training is. Be active on your Google Maps listing. Start to update that profile like you would a Facebook fan page. If you want to have and delegate that to somebody in your office to do that for you, respond to reviews, absolutely. And then ultimately post new images on that listing, and you will certainly notice an increase in your maps listing. I look forward to hearing your success story. Again, guys, thumb it up, show some love. If you're listening, I will talk to you next time. Ciao.